Welcome to Six Italy's Parent Forum. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Miss Patel and I teach Six Italy. Here's the rest of the Upper Key Stage 2 team. We have Miss Hanif in 6 Australia, Ms. Habib in 6 Mauritius, and then in Year 5 we have Mr. Makda in Portugal, Miss Kara in 5 France, Mrs. Riley in 5 Bangladesh. Leading Year 5 we have Mrs. Sadat Matala, who is also one of our assistant head teachers. Mrs. Sadat Matala works with groups of children across Year 5 and 6, taking them for reading, writing and maths. Here is our Shenton Peacock, which has our values on it. We try to instill these values into the children through all the lessons we teach. Respect and confidence are the two values that most of us understand. Collaboration is when children work together in pairs or groups to complete tasks or to help each other with their learning. We encourage communication through speaking in full sentences and listening actively. However, communication is not just about speaking and listening. We encourage the children to communicate through writing on a daily basis as well. Perseverance is trying your best at all times. Even when the children find something difficult, we encourage them not to give up. Our last school value is inquiry. We encourage children to ask questions, ask for help, and carry out research to further develop their knowledge and understanding. This is the timetable that Six Italy will be following. It is very similar to the other Year 6 classes. As the classroom doors open at 8:40 a.m., it is important that your child is in school as close to 8:40 as possible, because each morning the children have an activity linked to their learning that they are asked to complete. This is essential to consolidating learning that has taken place. It is also an opportunity to address misconceptions. As you can see, we have literacy at the beginning of each day. Assemblies take place on Monday and Friday. Numeracy is taught after playtime, and each Friday Year 6 have an arithmetic test. Guided reading also takes place each day. It is mostly taught before break time. However, on assembly days, it is taught in the afternoon. Other foundation subjects are also taught in the afternoons. PE for my class is on Wednesday. Please ensure that your child brings the correct kit in a labelled bag. During the autumn term, this is what your child will be learning about. Please take a moment to have a look at the topics being covered in each subject area. In May 2022, your children will be sitting the SATs, so we thought it would be beneficial if you knew what to expect from the children. Here you will see examples of some of the types of questions that your child will be asked to answer in a reading test. Children will need to be able to answer retrieval and inference questions, as well as be able to sequence, summarize, and make predictions. There is a huge focus on vocabulary, so it is important that the children are able to understand the text. One way to help your child is to ensure that they are reading every day. It is important that they read a wide range of material so that they become familiar with high-level vocabulary. We will be carrying out lots of different forms of writing over the course of the year. Your child will need to meet these standards to achieve the expected level at the end of Year 6. Handwriting and spelling are extremely important when your child is writing. Handwriting must be clear, neat and joined at all times, and spellings from the Year 3-4 word list as well as the Year 5-6 word list must be spelt correctly. Both handwriting and spelling can be practiced at home. Some children may be aiming towards writing at a greater depth level. They will have to meet the expected standards as well as these standards on this slide. Here is an example of the standard of writing expected from your child by the end of the year. Not only will the children will be having a SATS reading test, they will also be sitting a spelling, punctuation and grammar test. It is vital that your child knows the correct terminology for this area. Spelling within this test is also extremely important. Here are a couple of examples of the types of questions that they will they will be asked to answer. During SATs week, your child will be sitting an arithmetic test. Here are some examples of the types of questions that they will be expected to answer. During the autumn term, if your child does not know their times tables, then please encourage them to practice these every day. This will make a lot of the maths more accessible. All areas of calculation will be assessed in this test. Each Friday, Year 6 children sit practice arithmetic tests so that they know what to expect. On this slide, you'll see some examples of some reasoning questions. Your child will need to be able to answer multi-step problems and apply their knowledge and understanding of maths. Across the school in Year 6, we have extremely high standards of behaviour. Each class has a set of rules, and they are based on respect for self, others, and the school. Positive and negative sanctions. Positive rewards include golden time, access to the AstroTurf, special mentions, stickers and prizes. Moving on with class rules and expectations, we have a behaviour system. In all issues relating to behaviour, the school's behaviour policy will be followed. Unacceptable behaviour is recorded following a Stage 5 system. Stage 1, the child will receive a warning. Stage 2, if the child continues to misbehave, they will have time out to reflect on their behaviour. Stage 3, if the unacceptable behaviour persists, the child will have time out in another class or with a behaviour mentor. Stage 4, if the behaviour still continues, the child will be sent to the head teacher or deputy head and a phone call will be made to the parents. Stage 5, with persistent or serious problems, parents are asked to come into school. Please note that if children are found swearing, they will be put onto a Stage 3 automatically, and if they are involved in any acts of physical violence, they will automatically be put onto a Stage 4. So thinking about the morning routine and end of school routine, as I've said previously, the doors are opened at 8:40 a.m. and children can come in and complete activities in class. Children must be here for 8:50 as this is registration time and doors will close. Please make sure your child is here on time every day. Children in Year 6 can walk home alone, but only if parents have given signed permission. Please remind children about going straight home if they walk home alone. Children who are picked up at 3 p.m. must be collected promptly. In the interest of safety, please keep your children close when picking them up. So hoping that your children are ready for learning, then you need to think about their physiological needs, so ensuring that they have enough sleep, that they've had breakfast, they can bring a water bottle into school, they've got their glasses, and if they take any medication, that the school knows about this. Make sure that they've got the correct equipment. They'll need their book bags, coats as the weather is turning, and PE kits on Wednesday for 6 Italy. And thinking about attitude, we want our children to take pride in their learning. Moving on to school uniform. Our school uniform colours are burgundy, grey and white. Boys, we'd like them to wear black or grey trousers, white shirt, a maroon or grey jumper and black shoes. Girls, black or grey skirts, dresses or trousers, black, grey, maroon or white headscarves, white shirt, maroon or grey jumper or cardigan, and again black shoes. There is also a uniform for PE kit. The children will have PE once a week, and the PE kit needs to be in a PE bag with your child's name on it, and please not in a carrier bag. Children need a white t-shirt, black shorts or jogging bottoms, and black plimsolls or trainers. Here we've got some examples of what PE kit should look like. We ask children not to wear jewellery. Earring studs are allowed, but the child must be able to remove the earrings themselves. Healthy lunches and snacks. Children can bring fruit or cereal bar to eat at break time. No crisps or chocolates, please. If your child brings a packed lunch to school, please ensure they have a healthy selection of food in their lunchbox. And if your child goes home for dinner, they must not return to school before 12:50. Homework. Numeracy and literacy homework will be handed out on a weekly basis. Please ensure that your child is reading every day and completing their reading records. It'd be really great if you as parents could sign the reading records a couple of times a week. We also have reading miles in school, and that is linked to our reading records, and there is a termly competition with rewards. In 6 Italy, I collect the reading records in on a Friday. I count up how many times they've read, and then they will equate to reading miles, which is recorded in a class chart. As mentioned previously, it's really important that your child knows their times tables up to 12 times 12, and if they are struggling, then please ensure that they're practicing a few times a week. Spellings are also handed out on a weekly basis. Children do need to learn them daily, as they will be counted towards their writing level and tested in the spelling, punctuation and grammar test. Please help your children to learn their spellings in readiness for the test. In Year 6, spellings are handed out on a Friday and tested on the following Friday. And please ensure your children return all reading books to school. They should only have one book at a time from school. Moving on to after-school clubs. We have a variety of after-school clubs running every day from 3 till 4. All clubs now come with a charge unless your child has free school meals. We have sports clubs and dance clubs. Ensure arrangements are made to pick up children at 4 p.m. if they are attending any clubs, and all children must be picked up regardless of if they're in Year 6 due to the times changing, and it will become darker more quickly. In terms of SATS information, SATS week commences the week of 9th May 2022. Revision books will be sold in due course. Please keep an eye out for any information that we send. Here on this slide, there are useful links and resources, and a lot of these can be found through our school website. Please download the Shenton School app. All school letters and any updates will be sent through the school app, so please download it so that we can keep in touch with you. And here we have information on how to download the app. If you just spend some time reading through this, if you have any questions or you need some help, please come to the school office. And if you have any questions, please contact me via email. On this screen you see my email here, or you can arrange a meeting via the office or speak to me when you collect your child. Thank you very much, and I hope you found this information useful.